There has been competition between Intel and AMD for over 50 years. Both companies were started by engineers who had previously worked for Fairchild Semiconductor International. Looking forward to 5 years, which do you think will be on top? Join us as we discuss AMD versus INTC, the battle of semiconductor stocks to settle this argument. The case for AMD. Before Su took over as CEO, AMD was almost destroyed by the plunging PC market. Also, many shareholders had written off the chip design firm since its stock was selling for less than $5 a share.
Really?
With Su at the helm, though, AMD shifted its focus to high-performance computers. According to The Motley Fool, since Lisa Su assumed the CEO position at AMD in 2014, AMD's stock has bounced back from penny stock status, delivering returns of nearly 30-fold during her tenure. She also mapped out a strategy to help the business overtake Intel and catch up to NVIDIA. Since then, AMD has delivered its first 7-nanometer processor in 2019, surpassing Intel's previous delivery of a 10-nanometer CPU. The CEO of INTC is also working on something really exciting to also become the top semiconductor stock in 2022 and perhaps beyond, and we will let you know about it soon. AMD's current growth driver is the EESC market, which includes the enterprise, embedded, and semi-custom sectors. EPYC central processing units, server companies, and gaming console chips are all a part of this. Since the Xilinx acquisition is now finalized, AMD now has a new division dedicated to the growing supercomputing industry. Historically significant expansion rates have been maintained by the core businesses. The case for INTC. Although formerly dominant, Intel has recently been experiencing difficulties due to management changes and a decline in technical innovation. So severe were its problems that the chipmaker, which had previously made its chips in-house, started outsourcing to Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, or TSMC for short.
I see.
However, the company's course was altered when the current CEO, Gelsinger, assumed office in February 2021. He has launched a massive construction drive to accommodate this company, spending $40 billion in the United States and 80 billion euros in Europe. Oh well, money talks, but all mine ever says is see you later. Gelsinger also has an interest in bringing Intel back to the forefront of technology. He plans to produce 7-nanometer chips by next year and overtake TSMC by late 2024. Yet, the cycles for developing chips take 3 to 5 years. Investors need to see more evidence that Intel can succeed before they can make an informed decision about the company. These goals may also put more strain on the company's already weak finances. It is not a surprise that these two CEOs are striving to make their semiconductor on the top as they are becoming attractive. There is more to come on this, so subscribe to our channel with notifications now, so you do not miss out. Moving on to AMD, it still outsources the fabrication of its chips to other parties. When AMD sold its chip manufacturing foundries to Global Foundries in 2008, it ceased producing its chips. Since then, it has relied on components from both Global Foundries and Taiwan Semiconductor since then. So essentially, AMD is only a chip designer now, and other companies are responsible for manufacturing. Success in the x86 market at the expense of Intel is evidence of its design prowess. While the chart shows Intel's revenue growth each year, the chart also shows AMD's revenue growing at a far quicker rate. However, Intel's income is still 5 times that of AMD as of right now. Not producing one's chips often results in lower profits, as seen by this comparison between Intel and AMD. AMD is closing the gap, although Intel still maintains a huge lead. Either way, the Army, which includes Amazon and Apple, is coming for both of these chips. Keep an eye out, we'll talk about this in a bit. Now to INTC. It should benefit from intellectual property in the chip manufacturing industry. In terms of overall patents, Intel owned the 5th most patents in the world in 2020. Intel filed more than 170 patents in December 2021 alone, the majority of which were related to process technology. Intel may provide better outcomes for the same money by proposing to merge its technology with that of its customers. Finally, there will soon be an onslaught on Intel and semiconductors IT firms using ARM. Apple, Google, and Amazon are among the many firms that have chosen ARM processors for their custom silicon requirements. If clients switch to ARM, Intel may still make a profit by producing high-quality components using their in-house technologies and fabricating the chips themselves. Intel's massive investment in new fabs will let the company increase both its output and the speed with which it ships orders. For AMD's part, improving upon the already impressive performance of x86 will hardly be a walk in the park. Because they don't produce their own chips, they can't possibly supply the chip manufacturing industry. The top 5 clients, HP, Microsoft, and Sony, account for 54% of total sales and 70% of graphics revenue for AMD. So in our perspective, what are the semiconductor stocks to buy now? Intel will grow to be a leading global fabricator, while AMD will maintain its innovative momentum under Lisa Su's leadership. Besides the automotive market with Mobileye and the introduction of a new ARM rival in C5, Intel is diversifying its technology-based income streams. On the other hand, AMD seems to be the best semiconductor stock in 2022. Yes, it's a lot more costly, but it's got huge growth to take it higher than Intel. Still, traders and investors should think about coming back to the issue of which semiconductor is superior in the coming quarters. Anyway, which do you prefer, guys? Share with us in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.